8. A bunch of you know that day 7 happened. I took it off public because just because. But it's on my Patreon, and I would love for you to join my Patreon, www.patreon.com/Ashley Cummings. So we're going to start how we always do. 2 minutes of deep, steady, even breathing. Just noticing that you have the ability to take over your breathing. So inhaling deep through the nose, letting the shoulders stay relaxed, sending the air to the belly, exhaling completely from the belly through the mouth. Mitch, your comment killed me last night. Oh my gosh. Mitch, you're so funny. I love you. Mitch was like, kill it. What did you say? Oh my God, I was dying. It's one of the reasons I took it off, because the breathing happened. So it's on Patreon. Mitch is a witness. I was wearing the most ridiculous outfit. But okay, I'm happy that you're here, Mitch. Hi. So we're going to start as we always do, just noticing our ability to take in deeper inhales and more. I like things to rhyme. I think it helps our brain, like deeper inhales, more completer exhales, right? So we're inhaling and letting the chest and the shoulders, everything really stay super soft. And you're letting your belly get big and your side bodies get big, and you're feeling oxygen going to different organs, right? And you're exhaling out of your mouth. If you're starting to sort of pick up the ujjayi stuff, which is the inhaling and exhaling, 1 second. If you're starting to pick up the ujjayi stuff, which is it's the same thing. Inhaling through the nose, expanding the belly, exhaling through the mouth, but the lips are sealed. It happens in the throat. If you're starting to feel comfortable with that, you can play with it. But for 2 minutes, and I noticed, because it's kind of funny, I'm gonna put a timer on. So for me, it's very easy to just kind of get to a sort of magical place in my brain and my heart. And this will be something that this will be a benefit for you guys as well. The more that you do it, the more that it will happen. So because I've done so much meditation and so much breathing and really spent a lot of time inside my internal self, you get like, so as I'm going to start building up the amounts of time that we're doing this, but as you spend more time, the quicker you can get there. Like it's almost like once you know a way somewhere, you can get there faster. Does that make sense? So but I'm talking about, I want you guys to be really doing stuff like this for 15 minutes a day, in the morning and in the evening. That would be a great start. Or if you can commit to 15 minutes of deep, conscious, even inhaling, complete exhaling, 1 time a day. If 2 times a day feels like too much, forget it. A lot of times we commit to stuff and then it brings up weird feelings because we don't follow through, and that's the last thing I want. Point is, I'm putting on a timer because sometimes I'll get lost in meditation like real quick, and I'm like counting, but then I'm in my sacred mind place. Timer, timer, timer. Throw me a bone. Okay, here we are. So we're gonna do 2 minutes. I'm gonna press start, but just to reiterate, we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, most likely. If you're familiar with Ujjayi Pranayama, where all of that diaphragmic belly breathing is happening, cool. Then we're gonna go with Ujjayi. Otherwise, just inhale deep, exhale complete. Try to get to a count of 4, 3, 4 comfortable inhale, and maybe 4 or 5 comfortable exhale. But your body will know when you're full of air. It's gonna be slow. And your body will tell you when you're completely done with the oxygen that needs to come out. always incentivized by the fact that 70% of toxins, things that are not needed and your body wants out of the body, leave the body through the process of exhalation. We will begin now. Okay, so that was 2 minutes that we sort of established. Inhaling deep, exhaling complete, feeling what that feels like. Now we're going to continue. We're going to add an anatomical situation, if you will. And I'm kind of feeling like I should have worn a different shirt, but that's okay. So we want to keep the shoulders low, but we want to raise the arms up. So the shoulders are only going to go, the arms are only going to go as high and as straight as they'll go with the shoulders soft. It's hard to see with this puffy shirt that I decided to wear out of nowhere. But so a lot of people need to work on opening their chest, on opening their shoulders. So maybe it's right here. We don't want this. So if you're reaching your arms up and it looks anything like this, bring the arms down so that the shoulders are relaxed. I would say 80 to 90% of people are going to be somewhere like this. And I don't know if you can see, but my arms are kind of bent. And that's where my shoulders are soft. Copy? Copy. Okay. So, do the timer again. We're going to continue inhaling very deeply. I recommend closing your eyes and putting your focus on third eye point. But really, so first focus is the quality of the inhale. Excuse me, I ate broccoli. I know it's in my teeth. The quality of your inhale. Inhaling deeply and completely in through the nose. Exhaling completely, fully from the mouth, from the belly. The breathing is happening in the tummy. Sub-focus, if you will be third eye point between and slightly above your eyebrows. Okay? So don't raise your arms up yet. Also, by the way, the first few times I did this, I was like, whoa, how is 2 minutes of my arms like this so intense? So if it gets intense, remember that you can choose to understand that there's no problem. This is not an issue. This is just what getting strong feels like. And it's a beautiful way, a blessing actually, to be able to take care of your body in such a special way. And you can also decide not to entertain the mental activity in your mind, but to go back to your breath. Okay, 2 minutes, arms up, deep breathing begins now. Voila. I spoke to you guys about this before. It's very cool. It's called power posing. That's one way to look at it. But Yogi Bhajan, i.e., Kundalini Yoga, figured out all of these things that had to do with heart, heart, heart. I heart you. Thank you, whoever's doing that. Yogi Bhajan figured out, the father of Kundalini Yoga, which is quite different than the yoga that like vinyasa, different other styles of yoga. So I basically see it like there's Raja. There's 4 different main paths of Hatha yoga. Hatha is an umbrella word for 4 different other types, which is Raja yoga, Jnana yoga, Karma yoga, and Bhakti yoga. Under also Hatha, which equals movement plus breath, is Kundalini. So Kundalini yoga is really cool, and Yogi Bhajan figured out the amount of time. He made it a science. It was a very scientific approach. The amount of time a person, excuse me, let me get some water. Amount of time that the human brain does certain things, and is specifically coordinated with breath. So one of the things he does, so I saw a TED talk and it was quite funny. It's like power posing, hold your arms up above your head at this angle or whatever. And I'm like, that comes from Kundalini. It's kind of funny. But there's different stuff that you do, like you have your palms, like I just painted my nails, so I'm not going to do it. But there's like different hand things and different arm movements you do for 3 minutes, 2 minutes, different breathing techniques, like exhaling fast. We can get into some of them. They're cool. And I know a lot of them. I didn't take a Kundalini yoga teacher training. So intense. All respect to anyone who has ever taken a Kundalini yoga teacher training program. That's the kind of thing I feel like if you've done it, your soul is like in a different place. Shout out to all the Kundalini yoga teachers. But he figured out how to get different sort of effects from breath retention, different breath exercises coordinated with the anatomical movements. Kundalini looks much different, and also other funny things like laughing and things like this. Like my introduction to Kundalini yoga was in Miami Yoga Shala when I was studying for my teacher training, and I started eventually teaching there. They had a Kundalini class every Saturday morning, and I ended up teaching like a 10:30 Saturday class, and they were at 9. So there was a big room, and then there was the small room, and I remember coming in early to check in my students and stuff, and I would watch what they were doing. It's all different kinds of things, but it's like different movements. Mostly it's seated. It's not a lot of standing stuff. Although maybe tomorrow we'll do one of the hardest things that is randomly one of the hardest things. That's Kundalini, but it's easy. It's just the amount of time. It's interesting. It's cool though because you get to like override your brain telling you like I can't do this. It's too hard, and it's not only getting through it, but it's that it wasn't that hard and that you were perfectly able to do it, if that makes sense. But the Kundalini class, they would sometimes just be hysterical laughing. Ha 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 ha, like for like 5 minutes straight. And I'd just be like, what the fuck is going on with these guys? And I didn't take a Kundalini class like almost based on that. And you notice like Kundalini people don't really go to vinyasa classes as much, like things like this, and vice versa. But I'm proud to be one of the only studios that I know of that had vinyasa and Kundalini. And obviously got a lot of exposure from that. Shout out to Natalie Fino, who's always my favorite Kundalini teacher in the whole entire world. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I wish you an amazing weekend. Hi, Monk Monty. Mitch, yeah, these are awesome. I like doing it with the arms loosely raised. As long as the shoulders aren't jacked up. We want the trapezius to stay relaxed. Muy importante. Comprende? So we just want the blood flow going down from the arms. This is the point. It triggers something in the brain. I'm gonna have to watch this. Oh, cool. Okay. Do it. Do it to it. Damn. I'm late for class. Just had a big dinner. So just for future, I mean, it doesn't matter. But what's the word I'm looking for? Ideally, we would want to do yoga or breathing exercises like an hour or two after we eat, but it's never bad to do them. But I've actually, you know what I've actually done? Knowing that 70% of toxins leave our body through the process of exhale, if I have a big meal and I feel a little bit full or something, I'll like breathe, like I'll cognizantly make sure that I'm exhaling all the air out because it's a bit of a core exercise too when you're doing it properly. So it kind of feels like it moves things along. I hope you had a great meal. Hi, Angela. Wait, what? Oh, I thought you said I'm so annoying. I was like, no, you're not. I'm so enjoying this. Good. I'm so happy. I love you, Angela. All right, guys, I want to keep these short and sweet so that we all do them, and I'll see you mañana. Banana.